The power of silence, embracing stillness. The hustling market, a bustling ancient marketplace. Vendors shout to sell their goods, children run and laugh, and the noise is overwhelming. Amid this chaos, a young man, Aaron, appears visibly disturbed, clutching his head. Aaron was frustrated due to the noise. Enough! This noise, this chaos, is unbearable. I cannot think, cannot breathe. He walks aimlessly, seeking an escape from the noise, when he overhears whispers of a sage who resides in the forest. The sage, revered as a follower of the Buddha, is said to possess profound wisdom. Villager. Excitedly to another, they say the sage teaches about silence and stillness. Those who visit him find peace. Aaron, desperate for solace, decides to seek out the sage. The forest hermitage. Aaron arrives at the sage's hermitage deep within a serene forest. The setting is tranquil, birds chirp, leaves rustle, and a gentle stream flows nearby. The sage, Master Ananda, sits under a Bodhi tree, meditating. Aaron approaches hesitantly. Aaron. Anxiously, Master, I seek refuge from the torment of the world's noise. Teach me how to silence it. Master Ananda opens his eyes slowly. What you seek is not the silencing of the world but the quieting of your mind. Sit, my son, and let us begin. Aaron sits. The sage closes his eyes briefly, gathering his thoughts. Master Ananda told that the Buddha often spoke of the power of silence. Silence is not merely the absence of sound, it is the stillness within. It is in this stillness the truth reveals itself. Aaron was confused, but how can silence help me? The world demands action, words, and noise to thrive. Master Ananda smiles. Let me share a story. The story of the broken pot. Flashback to a rural village. A young disciple, Siddha, is tasked by his teacher to carry a clay pot filled with water back to the monastery. Teacher. Sternly, carry this pot carefully, Siddha. Remember, the water is precious. As Siddha walks through the village, he becomes distracted by the chatter around him. A moment of carelessness causes him to trip, and the pot shatters. Siddha. Devastated, Master, I have failed. The pot is broken, and the water is lost. Teacher. Looking at the shards, the pot is broken, yes, but do you hear the silence that follows? Siddha looks puzzled. The teacher continues. Teacher. In the absence of the pot's sound and the water's flow, there is silence. This silence allows you to see your mistake, to reflect, and to grow. It is the same with life. When we embrace stillness, we understand what truly matters. The flashback fades. Aaron looks intrigued. Aaron. So silence is a teacher? Master Ananda. Indeed. The Buddha taught that in silence, we learn patience, clarity, and compassion. The noise of the world is but a distraction, the practice of silence. Master Ananda guides Aaron to the stream nearby. They sit by its edge, and Ananda picks up a small stone. Master Ananda. Watch the stone as it enters the water. He drops the stone into the stream. Ripples form and eventually settle. Master Ananda. The water is like your mind. When agitated, it cannot reflect clearly. But in stillness, it mirrors truth. Aaron. Fascinated, how do I achieve this stillness? Master Ananda. The water is like your mind. When agitated, it cannot reflect clearly. But in stillness, it mirrors truth. Aaron. Fascinated, how do I achieve this stillness? Master Ananda. Begin with mindful silence. Observe your breath. Do not suppress thoughts, but let them flow like the ripples, until they too settle. They both sit in silence. The forest grows quieter, and Aaron begins to notice the subtle sounds of nature, the rustling leaves, the distant chirping of birds, the soft gurgle of the stream. The Epiphany. As night falls, Aaron feels a deep sense of peace for the first time. He opens his eyes, looking at the sage. Aaron. I feel lighter. The silence was daunting at first, but now it feels like a friend. Master Ananda. Silence is the gateway to understanding. The Buddha often remained silent when asked about the unanswerable. Not because he lacked knowledge, but because silence itself is the answer. Aaron. But what about the world's noise? How do I return without losing this peace? Master Ananda. Remember this: silence is not the absence of sound but the presence of awareness. Carry this stillness within you, and no noise can disturb it. The return to the market. The next day, Aaron returns to the bustling marketplace. The noise is just as chaotic, but something has changed within him. Vendor. Shouting, "Fresh fruits! Fresh fruits!" Child. Laughing, "Catch me if you can." Amidst the chaos, Aaron closes his eyes briefly. He focuses on his breath, feeling the calm within. He smiles. Aaron. To himself, the noise remains, but I have found silence. The Buddha's teaching on silence is not to escape the world but to transcend it. When we embrace stillness, we discover our true nature. Silence is a mirror, it reflects what words cannot. It teaches what books cannot. In the heart of silence lies the power to heal, to learn, and to transform. Seek it, nurture it, and let it guide you.